Good evening, everyone. I hope your day is going well. Come on in, find a comfortable seat, and let's talk because there's been a lot of drama stirring up lately around Yandy and Mendeecees. If you've been keeping up with them, you'll know that life hasn't exactly been smooth sailing for this couple these past few months. No matter how much they try to avoid the negativity, trouble seems to find its way back into their lives. And honestly, it's starting to feel like they can't catch a break.
And from a very high-profile source, the receipts that we just got on Mendeecees, we all knew when he was on Love and Hip Hop and he was talking about Yandy wasn't taking care of her wifely duty and she would rather work than take care of him. His ego was bruised because, he was kind of limited at what he could do. He was used to being a dope boy that was wanted by everybody, and now Yandy don't really need this nigga. And so this is the type of nigga here that needs women to make him feel like a man because he is shaped and talks just like a female. Mendeecees is giving stud. His son is more masculine than him, bitch. Now, so we just got word in real time. Some receipts were sent to us. We did promise the girl that we would give her anonymity. He knows who she is because he blocked her today. Put up the block receipt. That was fast. And, she got her receipts before. I asked her to send a screenshot of the DMs, and she did that. So let me pull up mine. So the voice note, we got him. Give me 1 second. He goes in the next text, like real bad. She says, you can have me. He says, I can't even front no more. She said, I'll let you have me. He said, we'll see. And then she goes, I will. She's from North Carolina, by the way. He goes, you be busy. And then she goes, so you don't want me? And then he goes, I do, absolutely do. We have a voice recording. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, usually, beautiful women are not into pleasing men or just they make it all about themselves, and that can pretty much well, strictly and it's amazing. And that is very attractive. You feel like this.
I'm just trying to figure out, was he talking about Yandy? There's beautiful women out here, but they're not willing to please men. Because he did say that on Love and Hip Hop, didn't he? He said on Love and Hip Hop, she's not pleasing me. She's very beautiful, but but you seem like a pleaser. And that's very attractive. Why would he be telling another woman that women out here aren't willing to please men, but she sounds like she does? That's very attractive to him. Sound like a married man. That boy horny. He real horny. He sound like he was hard. What y'all think Yandy gonna say to this? Is she gonna say she sent the receipts? He was talking to me. We was role playing. Get him off the screen.
To make matters worse, it all started when Rashida and Kirk decided to throw some serious shade their way, accusing Mendeecees of not staying faithful to his partner, Yandy. As if that wasn't enough mess to deal with, things got even more complicated when I was casually scrolling through Facebook. I wasn't even looking for drama, just minding my own business, when I came across a post that caught my attention immediately. The post read, "Okay, it's been a week. I've kept up my end of the deal." I stopped right there, thinking to myself, what kind of deal are they talking about now? As I kept reading, the post revealed more details. It went on to say that a friend of the person posting had been hanging out with Mendeecees and Rich Dolles on Sunday. And to make things even more dramatic, they included a photo that showed Mendeecees being, let's just say, very friendly with several women. Oh, and here's the kicker according to the post. Mendeecees wasn't even wearing his wedding ring that day. Now, whether you think that's a big deal or not is up to you, but folks online definitely had opinions about it. And if that wasn't enough for the internet streets, Tasha K, known for spilling all kinds of celebrity tea, jumped right into the situation claiming she had undeniable evidence proving that Mendeecees was stepping out on Yandy. She took it a step further by releasing an audio clip that's supposed to feature Mendeecees himself. Along with a series of screenshots showing text conversations between him and the alleged other woman. But let me be real with you, the so-called evidence she presented felt questionable to me. I listened carefully to the voice memo, and in my opinion, it didn't sound like Mendeecees at all. The tone, the pitch, it just didn't match what we're used to hearing from him. But of course, I'll leave that up to you all to judge for yourselves. Honestly, what's really got me wondering is why people are so invested in exposing this man's personal life. Are they genuinely concerned about Yandy and hoping she sees the truth? Or are some of them secretly wishing for her relationship to crumble just for the entertainment? The motives here feel murky, and folks online are even questioning whether Mendeecees and Yandy are truly married. But honestly, whether they signed a marriage license or not isn't really the issue here. The real conversation is about the constant attacks on their relationship. Anyway, back to Tasha K's so-called receipts. In the video, she played the voice memo, and I'm not going to lie, I had to play it twice because the first time, I couldn't decide if it sounded real or not. The messages that were shown included things like, "I need you," "I want you so badly," and "I miss kissing you." There were also notes where he was apparently checking in on her day, trying to keep the conversation intimate and ongoing. Now I noticed Mendeecees was also sending voice messages back and forth with her, but for some reason, we didn't get to hear the other side of the conversation. Personally, I think it would have been helpful to hear both voices to really get the full context. Let's keep it all the way real though. When you're out here surrounding yourself with questionable company like Rich Dollars, who has his own messy reputation, it makes it easy for people to start jumping to conclusions about your behavior. There's an old saying that goes, "You are judged by the company you keep." And in this case, it looks like Mendeecees is finding that out the hard way. Yandy, if you're listening, girl, I feel for you. This entire situation is just messy and draining. And no matter what choice you make, whether you decide to stand by his side or walk away and start fresh, that's entirely up to you. But if these accusations turn out to be true, you deserve way better. Point blank, period. I went back and listened to that audio again just to be sure, and honestly, I'm still on the fence. We live in a time where reality is often hard to tell apart from fiction. Technology has gotten so advanced that people can create fake text messages or use AI to generate voice clips that sound just like the real person. That's what makes situations like this even harder to navigate, because the lines between what's real and what's fake are getting blurrier by the day. Of course, in classic Mama D style, she just had to add her 2 cents into the mix. She came through with a post that said, "Let this be clear, when you go against the grain, it's a battle you will never win." And in her usual dramatic fashion, she followed that up with, "Never check what can't be checked." Then she tagged Unwind with Tasha K, making sure to clarify that her message wasn't directed at Tasha K herself, but rather at the ones she feels are spreading lies. And let me tell you, the internet did not hold back. One user fired back at Mama D, saying, "Girl, you need to worry about your own palace that's already falling apart. Coming out here with fake receipts from 2023? That's crazy jealousy, sis." They didn't stop there either. They went after Rashida too, saying she gets cheated on right in front of her son and has to live with that pain daily. They even dared her to show real proof, calling anyone celebrating the destruction of someone's marriage pathetic and miserable. They reminded everyone that karma is real and that God doesn't like ugly. Another person jumped in and came directly for Mama D, calling her out for being a bitter, messy person. They said, at her age, she should be focused on fixing relationships, not tearing them down, and that if she keeps up her ways, she's going to end up alone with nobody left to turn to. It didn't stop there. They kept going, warning that God is going to make an example out of people like her real soon. And, honey, the dragging continued. Somebody else jumped into the conversation and said, We all know you can't mind your business when it comes to Scrappy, and let's not even talk about how you always hated on Bombi because you're jealous. Girl, you ain't even attractive, your neck too long, and you look like a llama. They didn't hold back at all. They went in on her diss track too, saying it was trash, just like Spice's music. They even said neither Mama D nor Spice is cute by any means, and that they need to sit down because they both look a mess. And this wasn't even a discussion happening on Twitter, it was Instagram, but they were letting Mama D have it from every angle. So now, I'm going to throw the question out to you all after hearing all this. Do you really think that voice memo sounds like Mendeecees? Do you believe the messages are legit? Or do you think this is just another case of folks targeting Yandy to break her spirit and her home? Because, let's face it, whether you love or hate her, it seems like people always find a way to drag Yandy into mess. Drop your thoughts below and let me know how you're feeling about all this. Do you think people are genuinely concerned about Yandy's well-being? Or is this all just a messy attempt to break up a family? Let's talk about it. If you enjoyed the video and want me to keep covering these kinds of topics, make sure to give it a like and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll catch up with you all soon. Take care and have a peaceful night.